Are you ready, George? Okay, perfect.
Okay, everyone. Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome to BX. I'm Michael Duffy. I've been a member of BX in Calgary, Alberta, Canada for about a year. I've been visiting Dubai to set up my international office here in Dubai. It's nice to meet everybody. If I've met you before, nice to see you again. George asked me if I would present on my specialty, cybersecurity. I definitely said yes. That's why I'm up here. Thank you to George for the privilege and the honor to present in front of this BX group at this beautiful venue, the Deck Restaurant in Dubai. I'm looking for more groups and stages to present to. I will present to any group any day of the week. I am passionate about helping people understand the importance of protecting their emotional well-being and future finances by creating their reliable and easy to follow data backup and recovery plans. My goal is to de-stress you and ensure you can reach me and my team 24/7 because we know you need us in a pinch when disaster strikes or a scammer phones you and you're not sure what to do. Why am I so passionate about cybersecurity? There's a lot of wrong information and education on YouTube and other platforms. I know that many business owners want a do-it-yourself solution for technology, but it is also important to also know your limits and budget in professional help to grow your business and remove all the stresses. George and I are back here on Monday, February 26th to co-host a cybersecurity masterclass, 7 to 9 p.m. here at the Deck. It's titled, How to Protect Yourself and Finances from Hackers. There will be open networking and a delicious 4-course meal, and if you grab my business card, there's a QR code on the back, and the top link on the QR code is to register for the February 26th event. You can also show up at the door and pay in person at the door. The masterclass is based on Season 1, Episode 9 of my award-winning cybersecurity podcast, How to Protect Your Business and Your Wallet from Hackers and Financial Ruin. To learn more about my cybersecurity podcast, again, grab my business card, scan the QR code on the back, and you'll find the link to my 13-episode Season 1, Don't Get Hacked, Call Me for Help podcast. So a little bit about my backstory. I've been working with technology and computers since 1993. I've been helping business owners understand there is only one way to recover your business in any emergency, and more importantly, protect your brand and your finances. Any data loss will surely lead you to bankruptcy. I've seen many horror stories over the past 30 years. Floods and fires will destroy your computers and data and your local backups, making restoration not possible. Theft of your technology will leave you traumatized and wishing you had automatic cloud backups. I know everybody hates cloud backups, but they're one of the many ways to make sure you have everything in case of a disaster. A hacker attack hits different. They get into your accounts using compromised passwords from data leaks and test your weak and often reused and non-unique passwords, or you fell for a scam and let them through the front door. This eventually happens to everyone. It is called social engineering. Everyone has a data loss story. You're all professional business owners, correct? You understand that time is money. Time is your most important resource. You hire a realtor to buy or sell a home, property, or an investment property. You hire a plumber for plumbing issues. You hire an Uber for transportation or a mechanic to fix your car. You hire a dentist to clean and fix your teeth and smile. You hire an investment coach to train you on the stock or crypto market. There are so many services you hire professionals to help you with in your life. How many people in this room try to fix their technology themselves? Have you ever fallen for a scammer? I get calls every week about how someone has tried to Google a tech support phone number for QuickBooks or HP or Microsoft or Apple. These business owners already have IT staff already in place, and the IT staff are falling for the scammers. This is what my team of hackers at Don't Get Hacked Cybersecurity help you with. We document your technology stack, document your data and your current data backup strategy, then we test it to see if it is reliable or not. If you don't have a data backup and business recovery plan in place, then we help you create it with a smile. Believe me, no corporate technology staff is perfect, and you don't want to find out how long and slow and inadequate your recovery process is after the hacker emergency happens. Good example. So last fall, I think it was September, October, MGM Grand in Las Vegas was hacked through a complicated LinkedIn social engineering scam. All of their systems went down. Their credit card booking system was compromised and hackers were charging the guests' credit cards. Guests were randomly getting locked out of their hotel rooms. All the VLTs went down. Every smart TV went down. How much financial damage did that cost? How was the trust in their brand damaged? I know I'm not going to go to MGM ever. Not based on that, right? Can we calculate that brand damage? My question to you is, do you have a plan to recover your business in the event of a disaster like flood, fire, theft, user error, or hackers? If you currently have an IT person or IT staff, do you trust them 100% to protect and recover your business in 24 to 48 hours after a disaster strikes? The only way to test this is possible is with a written and thoroughly tested business data recovery plan. We help business owners, lawyers, doctors, plastic surgeons, retail stores, entrepreneurs, like everybody, usually we get people call us after something happens, and this is why I have so many podcasts. I like to interview business owners to find out how you're running your business in 2024, and if you are taking care of your IT stuff yourself, or if you have somebody you trust, because at the end of the day, I want to make sure you have all the resources in case something happens. We want to make sure you get timely, professional technology help. And that's the end. Thank you. I'm Mike Duffy, CEO of DontGetHacked, and I've like everybody, I've come to Dubai with a dream. We've been here 5 weeks. We've extended our trip, and please come and join. George has been gracious enough to be my co-host on Monday, February 26th here, and I've got some handouts. I've created something called an offline password manager because I want to empower business owners to be able to create strong, secure passwords without having to rely on a digital password manager. And it's just, continued education is really the way people are going to keep themselves safe and secure in the digital age. Okay.
Thank you. I'll see you guys.
I just had a quick question.
Sure, go ahead.
I've heard that cybersecurity is like a $3 billion industry for the criminals themselves. Are there any tips and tricks that we can implement just to make sure we safeguard ourselves at risk?
It's really, I think I covered this in season 1, episode 9 of my podcast, which is called Easy Peasy Passwords. It's really going through once a year or multiple times a year and auditing all the write down all the websites, all the accounts that you think you use, because there's a lot of them you don't use anymore. Like you set up an Eventbrite or this, or there's all these, every event, everything that credit card, just go through and audit all the accounts that you've used and change your passwords. Because the reason, it doesn't matter how many companies get hacked. LinkedIn was hacked 4 times and Microsoft still bought them. So these companies know that there's always going to be data breaches, but why are these companies that hold your data so important? Because you're still using. Like Eduardo helps you sell high ticket through LinkedIn. So we know LinkedIn's a cash cow for Microsoft, and there's a reason Microsoft bought them, but how often do these companies have data breaches? They come on Monday, we've got a handout, and in there, on that, it explains, if you can watch season 1, episode 9 of my podcast, but there's a couple websites where you can type in your email addresses and it will list if your email address has been included in a breach. So normally when customers people call me and they're like, I'm having weird activity in my email, or it seems like people are following me no matter where in the world I travel, and I'm like, let's go see if your accounts have been breached, because if they have been breached and you keep reusing the same password or a similar password, people are just watching your digital footprint all the way around the world as you travel, right? And especially, these things track you everywhere. So if somebody's been able to get into your Google or your Hotmail or your Facebook and you haven't changed your password recently, they might just be going and watching all your activity. Intercepting like cash payments or like bank transfers.
It's a memory thing. You keep the same
same password.
I know, and I'm like, it's the worst thing, right? I know people have this negative, they're really negative about passwords. Like, they're like, I hate passwords. I'm like, I want you to be positive about passwords.
You need so many.
Well, this is why we make up a phrase, right? A positive phrase. Like, a lot of people like to do, I'm trying to think of the word right now. But, you know, we can talk further and I can help you with all that stuff. Because that's exactly what I do 7 days a week, is help people be positive about their passwords and their backups and their business. So, any other questions?